We continue to cover the impacts of this snowstorm on the Charlotte area. We've been with you every step of the way since the snow started falling, keeping you abreast of the situation and hoping that your family is staying safe. Want to get you an update, just some brand new video into our Live Impact newsroom about this train and semi-truck collision that happened in Gastonia. So this video coming to us from Jesus Gutierrez, and we mentioned that this was a train that hit a semi-truck at Poplar and Airline in Gastonia. Look at that. It looked like they were out there on the scene already and then just start running after. Look at that. That's the actual collision. So they kind of start running out there in the area when they see that this collision's going to happen. But this truck there was on the train tracks from what we could tell. Train comes by. And if you can believe it, there are no injuries reported, at least as of last check from Gastonia Police. That driver was able to get out of the vehicle. But that's just hard to believe. I mean, look at that. My goodness. We're also about to get a new update as well from Gastonia Police. We've got a traffic sergeant, Dan Lane, who is going to join us right now in the Live Impact News studio. Sergeant Lane, thank you so much for your time. Hope you are staying safe. Can you tell us a bit about this crash that we just saw, this collision between the train and the semi?
Yes. Basically, we had a Swift truck that was not loaded with a trailer attempting to cross at Poplar and East Airline. While attempting to do so, the truck got stuck on the tracks. The driver exited the truck, called 911. And before 911 getting Norfolk Southern's train stopped, about 4 minutes later, the train collided with the truck. However, no one was inside and no one was injured.
I'm so thankful to hear there were no injuries reported. It does seem like a gnarly looking wreck, though. I mean, are y'all still out there trying to clear this? If so, do you have an estimate of how long it could take? I can imagine you probably have to get some heavy duty equipment out there, maybe even an investigation that could, delay the removal of the truck.
Yes, we're still out here. It's still an active investigation. Norfolk Southern has operational control over the tracks. They've contacted the cleanup crew and the crane to get the truck off the front of the train. It's going to be an extended ETA for the tracks to be back open. A rough estimate's 4 to 5 hours, if not a little bit longer. So anyone who's trying to cross over the tracks at Poplar and Airline, that crossing is going to be closed for an extended amount of time.
Now, I mean, I know as a traffic sergeant, you're probably familiar with what the day has looked like thus far, out on the roadways. Can you tell us, what your calls for service have been like? Just because we're hearing from other agencies that the volumes have been a lot higher than maybe they expected, given all the warnings ahead to stay off the roads. There's just so many people. Candidly, I feel like I'm seeing way more people, anecdotally, than I saw last weekend.
Absolutely. We have at this point 19 collisions reported. At this time, which is excessive in my estimation, just coming to this collision scene at the train tracks, I counted over 35 vehicles on the roadway, and it was only a 2.5 mile drive. So there are a lot of people who are driving around. I guess they feel like it's fun to drive in the snow because this doesn't happen often. However, just on the drive here, there are many stranded vehicles on the side of the road who are getting stuck, and it's just not safe nor smart to be out here, even if it's fun.
Now, I mean, as a first responder, I know that whenever there's a call, wherever there's a call, you will be out there and you'll be trying to help whoever that person is who's in distress. But I mean, can you share what that feels like as a first responder to see folks out on the roadways and know that you have so many calls? I mean, do you feel like it's concerning, like in the sense that, y'all are trying to just keep up with the calls, and in some cases, some folks are adding to it?
Absolutely. So there's a frustration that comes with anything, of course, with the warnings we've put out and the amount of times we've had this forecast and information out to prevent people from being out. It is frustrating that people are willingly going out and getting stuck in situations when we do have people having medical emergencies, other emergencies where they actually need us. Well, that's diverting resources away from them because we can't respond as fast in the conditions now, so we have to take our time as well. So it really gums up the system and makes it more difficult for the people who are at actual emergency to get assistance.
Yeah. Tell us a bit, if you can, about your staffing right now, or how have you staffed up your teams right now to try to respond?
Oh, yes. So we have our normal staffing on. We had a couple additional resources come in to help with taking collision reports throughout the day. And of course, we have, supervision. Everyone else is here helping and lending a hand. So we're well staffed. It's just the conditions are challenging just because we can't, respond as quick. And now we have excess calls that can be avoided if people stayed home.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to leave our viewers with, Sergeant, before we wrap things up with you?
Well, as I've said, like I said, anecdotally, it's very pretty and nice outside, but it is a word of caution. It looks more inviting than it actually is. The best thing to do is stay at home. I know there's some gas stations open, and it's fun to get out and get around in the four-wheelers and dirt bikes, but it's not worth getting injured or getting significantly hurt or hurting someone else just for the fun when you can stay in your yard or somewhere nearby just to be safe.
Yeah. All right. Some great advice. Thank you so much. And thank you as well for just being out there to help people. We know that snow days can be a lot of fun for people who are able to stay home, but you got the emergency crews that are on all the time. And I know that you'll be out there in the elements as well. So thank you.
Absolutely.